Joining me right now on Kumite TV is Eternal MMA welterweight destroyer Glen Pettigrew. What's going on, Glenn?
Hey, bud, how are you? I'm not bad. I've been good.
Good, man. The first thing I want to get into is your occupation, pastry chef. You know, everybody loves breads, cakes, cupcakes, muffins, whatever. What are you making, man?
Making a lot. I do make a lot of muffins. Make dozens of muffins every morning and cakes and that, so it keeps me pretty busy. I'm pretty lucky I don't have much of a sweet tooth, or I probably wouldn't make welterweight. Yeah.
How do you balance, working as a chef and a cage fighter?
Uh, just make it work, I guess. It's just the early mornings a bit of a hard one. I wish I'd be able to get a few more day sessions in, but yeah, that's pretty hard. But just have to use my time wisely. But yeah, it's hard.
Let's go back to where you got your start. Talk about the first day you entered the gym and started training, or you thought about starting to train.
Oh, I remember when I first started, I was probably about 16. I was always telling my mates that I was going to do it, and it probably, how long it take me? It took me 8 years to finally go to a gym and actually do it. I was too busy doing other things, too busy partying and that. So I probably started about 24, 25, and I started up in Darwin at a gym called Progressive. I was just kickboxing then, and then I made the move to Queensland and started a combat lab, and now I finished at Noke Martial Arts and been real happy there. It's been a good change for me. It's probably been the best thing. Best thing I've done is go to Noke, train under Kyle Noke. But yeah, been happy days there. Good gym, good people around me. Me good headspace for this fight, so it's good.
Were you doing, or did you do any martial arts before the age of 24?
No, I always played footy and that, and then went away working, and then about 24, I thought I should have a crack at one more sporting thing before I get too old and before I can't do it anymore. So it took me about 24, 25. I started, done a year of Muay Thai, went to Thailand for a month, came back, then moved to Queensland, and then got into BJJ, and then MMA from there. Trained for about 8, 9 months and had my first fight. Ended up losing that. Didn't have the best amateur career. Was about 2-2 as an amateur, then turned pro. I wasn't sure if I could turn pro or not, but my coach then was pretty confident in me doing it, and I just went with it and haven't looked back since.
When did you realize that you were gonna pursue that, this career of fighting full time? Like, I'm gonna invest my life into this.
I guess I've always been a bit of a fighter from when I was younger. I was always playing nothing a bit, so I thought I should do something smart with it and done that. Then I guess I'm the type of person I either go all in or nothing. So yeah, I guess that's why it took me so long. I had still being a kid playing up when I was younger, and it took me about 24 to realise I should knuckle down and actually give it a proper crack. So that's probably why it took me so long. But I do wish I did start younger now. I would love to see where I'm at now. If I started 2, 3 years younger, would have been good. But,
You're
yeah.
currently on a 4-fight winning streak. What do you feel is the secret to your success? Do you feel like you have all your gears clicking perfectly right now?
Yeah, I think at the start it was a lot of trial and error. I guess when you go into a fight camp or go into a fight, you never know what works until the night. And then when it backfires real bad, and it can cost you a fight. And there was a lot of trial and error. I tried different diets, different training schedules, like different things at training. And now I just think everything clicks and just let go and get caught in the moment and let it all go. I've learned a lot from my losses as well. I've lost to Jack before. I've lost to Isaac Hardman. I learned a lot from them. They're probably the biggest learning curves I've had in the whole MMA career. So
Those two names you just mentioned, Jack Della and Isaac Hartman, those are probably two of the top, lightweights in the country, that are not signed by a major promotion. So it's not like a terrible thing, man, that you've lost to them, because now you get your chance to fight one of them in a rematch for the title. Before we get into that fight, I want to talk about your fight against his brother at
yeah,
Eternal 40. Is there a grudge match element to this rematch, do you think?
I don't think it's a grudge match or anything like that. I've spoke to Jack in that before after he's fought Ty Duncan from my old gym. Like I do think they're great blokes. So I admire him from what he's done, because when we first fought, to be honest, I didn't think that much of him because I think he had a 1-2 record. But like you look at him now, he's absolutely killed it. And he's definitely a tough guy. He's definitely a hard man to beat. He's what he's been doing is working. Just need to figure him out. But I do have a lot of respect for him and what he's done. I'll give him that. He is a true champion. he's defended his belt a bunch of times and he's absolutely destroyed people. So, take my hat off, give him credit when it's due. There's no bad feelings between us. It's a sport at the end of the day. We might dislike each other up until the fight, but after that, there's no hard feelings between us. It's a sport, so might have a beer with him after maybe.
Let's go back to that fight in early 2017. It was for the Reign Fighting welterweight title. Could you break down that fight for us?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't think I was in the right mind frame at the time. I just felt like I didn't have a good camp. I can't take anything away from him. He was definitely the better fighter on the night. He's a good fighter. He was better than me on the night, but I didn't live up to my full potential. I let myself down, let Jack down, let all my supporters down. And with my performance that night, it definitely wasn't normally how I was. I got a bit sick during the week because I was in Thailand, got food poisoning the week coming back, so it was about 3 days out. I was sick as, and just, it wasn't me. So hopefully in this fight I get to show him who I really am and have a good performance. Win or lose, I just want to go in there and give him a good fight. I want to give him the hardest fight he's had. That's all that matters to me. So if I get the belt, I get the belt. But if not, as long as I give him a good fight, that's all that matters to me.
Do you believe that you are a completely different fighter from that fight, or do you just feel that you're an elevated, version of yourself?
In that fight, he definitely didn't get me at my full potential at all. He probably got me at half. So, this fight, I'm going to go out, throw it all, but not making an excuse for my performance. And not taking anything away from him on the night. He definitely was a better fighter. But, this time I'm going to show up and give him 100% and show him what I really got.
You have a lot of compliments for Jack Della, but when you analyze his run, as the welterweight champion, has he impressed you extremely, or does he still seem like the same fighter that you fought a few years ago?
He's definitely got better. Like we both have, that's a couple of years back. We've had a lot of fights. We've both changed our game. We both now know what works for us and what doesn't. And it's just, he's a good boxer. I know he's got a good wrestling there, and I can exploit areas that I think that he's weak at. And but he's definitely got a good boxing. He switches his stances up a lot. I think that's where he catches a lot of people out. He switches his stance from southpaw to orthodox. Loves that body shot, just stuff like that. So, I'm figuring him out. He can do it. I can keep him guessing. He's probably just thinks I'm going to come out and wrestle, and that's what I've done previously, and it seems to work. No one's really found an answer for what I've done. No one's found an answer for what he does. So let's get in there and see what happens.
Training camp for this fight. How long have you been getting prepared for Jack?
Well, I fought Alden Bates, and then there was a bit of touch and go with him. Meaning he had a couple of injuries at the start when we looked at booking it. Then I got a couple of injuries, and then we didn't think it was going to happen this year. Then this Melbourne card's popped up, and I was just coming off an injury then, and I've probably got my good 8 weeks in, so no excuses why I can't show up or anything like that. But the camp's been really good. John Martin Frazier, my main sparring partners, fighting on the card as well, which is really great. Carl Noke's been getting there with us as well, which is good, and just a few of the other boys rotating between us has been great. I competed last night in the Fight Night Championship, which is a jiu-jitsu fight night. I'd like to do them just before my fights, just to get get rid of the nerves and that of fighting a crowd, and got the win there, so I was really happy with that. Had a good performance, strong performance. I was pretty happy with that. It was a good lead up for it.
Anything different that you've done during this camp compared to your previous?
I can't say. I'm a big believer in if something works for you, stick to it. I'm not going to change something that hasn't, everything I've been doing has been working, so I'm not going to change much. Last time I changed my camp up was when I fought Jack and I lost, and I changed a lot since then, and this is where I'm at now. And I've won 4 fights in a row. I've had good performances, beat good fighters. I haven't been fighting bums, which has been good. So I've got full faith in myself, full faith in my team, and the tools that I got.
Other than Kyle Noke, who are the other coaches that you've been working with?
I got Nelson Noke there, Larry Edwards. It's a very family-orientated gym. And then we've got Ryan Doyle's our striking coach. He's amazing to work with. He lives and breathes fighting, analyses everything, breaks everything down. He's just lives and breathes fighting. And, great person to have in the gym. But he's the main one. And, Nelson and Larry. Larry's very good as well. He's like the granddad of the gym. He's the go-to man. So he's very supportive. It's great to have. Pardon?
The rest of the team that you have there, you mentioned that your teammate John Frazier is going to fight. Also, you've been working with him. Who else has been helping you on the mats?
Dan Hill there. He's another boy that's just come over. He's down to Integrated. He's an amazing wrestler. Great to work with. He's hard to keep down. So him and me work off each other really well, which is great. We've got Adnan in there. We've got this young fella Laurie coming up now. He's great great to work with. He's really good for Johnny at the moment just because of his size and that. But yeah, even just sparring Kyle. Kyle gets in there and helps out a lot. You know, it's pretty. Not many people get to spar people of his caliber, so it's really good.
When you lay your head down at night, how do you visualize this fight going down?
I just say it's just going to be a hard fight. You know, I'm going in there. It's going to be tough. I think it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a painful fight, and I guess that's what I want. That's how I like it. I'm going to have to grind it out. That's just my fight style. I wish I was out knocking people out, but I don't. I sit there after grind people down, you know, take them to deep waters and finish them. And I've gone to decisions a couple of times and it's worked my way. So just the way I fight, it's just going to be a long, hard fight for me. Oh, and for Jack as well. So
it seems like it's going to be a huge weekend for Anzac MMA. You know, the history of in the sport of MMA in that area. Do you feel like there's a little bit more pressure to go out there and perform since there's going to be a lot of people at the event?
Yeah, I try not to get too caught up too much in it because you sort of get in the moment at the time and you get in that cage, the door closes, it doesn't matter where you are, who's around or whatever. It's just the sole focus is winning that fight and performing to your best. That's it. I'm just, you know, if I impress someone, it doesn't really matter. I just want to do my best in the cage, not worry about what other people think.
All right, one last thing before I let you go. You know, the next night, UFC 243 is going down. You got Robert Whittaker taking on Israel Adesanya to unify the middleweight title. What is your breakdown of the fight and the prediction that you have?
I got to tip Robert Whittaker. I do think Israel Adesanya is a great striker, but I think Whittaker's going to be too strong, too quick, you know, too powerful in there. I think he'll dart in and out. He's got a bit of that karate background, so I think he'll dart in and out really well like that. And that's a hard one to say. Him coming off fighting Romero, the people that Whittaker's fought, his last couple of fights, would have taken a lot out of him. So hopefully he's still got a couple more in him, but it would be a tough fight for him. But I do think Whittaker's just going to be too strong, too powerful for him. I think he's going to finish him late. He can go in the deep rounds. He can dig deep and when he has to. So that's good. That's where I think he'll get the win.
All right, man. October 4th, Eternal MMA 48 welterweight title is on the line. Thank you so much, Glenn, for the time, and good luck on the fight in your future.
All right, awesome. Cheers for the interview, mate.